Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, where we're playing as Adewale, however you want to say his name. Again, I'm going to have to try and be a little bit quiet whilst I'm talking, because it's currently nearly 1 AM on this fine Monday evening, and I've also got my bedroom window open because it's red hot in here, and obviously no one's going to be walking the streets at this time of night, although there might be.
I have a few new things that may interest you.
I don't want people to hear me talking to my screen, if that makes sense. I should shut my window, but I can't be arsed. We'll buy that. Select and buy. Okay, confirm. So it's not letting me buy anything else just yet.
Good day, and fortune favor you.
Good day and fortune favor. Sorry, I don't mean to take the piss. I'm not taking the piss. I keep doing that. I hear people talking. I try and imitate them, and it sounds like I'm taking the mick out of them, and I'm really not. I do it all the time. So I want to stock up on all my items. Right, so being as it's Monday, Game of Thrones has just, well, I say has just been on. It was on, what, about 3-4 hours ago, and I've just got home from work, watched it, and my days, what an episode it was. So I'm going to talk about it because I have some theories. So it's probably going to be maybe a little bit spoilerish. I don't think I'm going to actually talk about any of the episode itself, although there is one, well, I say there's one bit, there's a couple of bits. Obviously everyone's going to be banging on about the dragons and whatnot, but for me, probably the best bit was the bit where Arya and Brienne are sparring. That was freaking amazing to me. I think to me that was the best bit of the whole episode. Although everyone else will be going on about the dragons. And oh, careful Adewale. And nope, stop it. It's like that level in Crash Bandicoot where everyone's jumping across the bridge. Right, I'll carry on in a second. Right, I might as well carry on now. But yeah, to me, that episode just where Brienne and Arya were sparring was amazing. I freaking loved it. That was awesome. Just like show how much Arya has grown, and like even Podrick was impressed and everything. It was pretty freaking cool. I could watch that. Oh, blunderbuss. The blunderbuss is a firearm that can deal damage to multiple targets. It has a shorter range, kills instantly, and fires only once between reloading. Use left or right to select the blunderbuss, and then press triangle to perform a quick shot. Hold L2 and move R2 to aim, and press R2 to shoot. There are multiple variations of the blunderbuss, each with its own specifications. Okay. So what do I do? To get like a group of them, let's go. Wow! That were pretty cool. I'm not going to lie, that were awesome. Yeah, so where am I? Brienne and Arya training or sparring. That was amazing. I could just watch that over and over and over again. But my thing that I want to talk about is Bran. Now, obviously, everyone's picked up how like different and weird he's been and how he's talking. My theory is, what if that isn't Bran? Like, because you know when he was beyond the wall and he was talking to the original three-eyed crow, what if when he walked into Hodor to escape, the three-eyed raven, why do they call him the three-eyed crow? The three-eyed raven walked into Bran's body and like to survive, and that's why he's different, because it's Bran died when Hodor died. So obviously there's a thing, there's a law. I think it's included in the show, but in the books there's a law that if your body dies when you walk into something, then you're stuck there. It's like that whole theory with the books that Jon Snow walked into Ghost when he got stabbed, so now he's stuck as Ghost or something. But my brother-in-law thinks that Jon Snow walked into I've got that. Jon Snow walked into Mance Rayder's body, so in the books it's Jon Jon's Mance Raider. But anyway, that's not where I'm going from. So yeah, what if Bran Stark is dead, and like he's now the Three-Eyed Raven, the original Three-Eyed Raven, is now in Bran Stark's body. So like that's why he's acting all weird, because one, he's completely different. Two, he's been pretty much only company he's had is the Children of the Forest, isn't it? So he's not used to like talking to people and everything. So like, what if he is now in Bran's body? And obviously, if you don't, I don't know if it covered it in the show. I can't remember, but in the books, the Three-Eyed Raven is a Targaryen. So obviously, if they're following that, then he's going to be a Targaryen in the show. Well, hopefully he is. Yeah, I do think that Bran isn't Bran no more. Brandon's dead, and he's now liberate the slave before he gets killed. Okay, I can do that.
Get back here, you!
Whoops. Brother, you are free. Right, recruit Maroons, 5 out of 20. So I can't do anything just yet until I've recruited enough people. I need to kill you, the jailer. And then obviously I've got another theory. That I think that... Obviously, you know how at the minute everything's set around the prince that was promised, Azori, I think his name is. And obviously he created a sword called Lightbringer. But I think that the whole thing's a metaphor, and that it's like there's this theory online where it's Winterfell is Lightbringer because it's been destroyed once when Theon crashed it. Oh, basically, there's the whole story of the Prince that was Cain and Lightbringer is that it was crafted. Oh, how's he still alive? Jesus Christ! There we go. Yeah, the whole story is that I cannot remember his name. Anyway, he had to create a weapon to fight the others or the Night's King. So he forged Lightbringer. The first time he forged it for 10 days, and then as soon as he plunged it in water, it broke. Second time he forged it for 50 days, and then he plunged it into the heart of a lion, and it broke. Now the third time that he forged it for over 100 days, and then realising what he had to do, he ended up plunging it into the heart of his wife, the one thing that he loved more than anything. And that's what made Lightbringer so important, that it took a sacrifice to make the blade. Now my theory is, now there's two things here. There's one is that Lightbringer is a metaphor for Winterfell, because Winterfell has sort of had the same thing happen. There's the first time it broke when water hit it was when Theon Greyjoy with the Boltons took over Winterfell. Oh no, not with Boltons, when Theon took over Winterfell when he was a Greyjoy. Oh, it's up here, is it? No, it is in there. So like that would be the water bit. The second bit was with the lions, was when what was it? The Boltons took over, and they were given Winterfell by the Lannisters, obviously the lions. And the third time is when it's going to be sacrificed. Is going to be when Jon Snow sacrificed. Apparently, Jon Snow is going to kill Sansa as like a sacrifice, and like Winterfell, because it's built on like hot springs and everything, it's always warm, and it's why it's going to be good against the White Walkers, because it's hot. And Bran the Builder built Winterfell on the hot springs to survive against the White Walkers, not the White Workers, because Bran the Builder had a brother, and this is another theory, that Bran's brother is the Night's King, because in the books the Night's King is a Stark. He's an unknown. Well, he's an unknown, but he's apparently he is a Stark, and he's Bran the Builder's brother. And then going back to my original point, I think Jaime Lannister is the actual metaphor for Lightbringer, because he's had similar forgings, and it fits in with another. Oops, yeah, sorry, I just dropped my remote. I was trying to scratch my leg, and I just dropped that. Yeah. So obviously you got the three fortunes. First time where Lightbringer was plunged into water and it broke, which could be back in season 3 when Jamie just had his hand lobbed off. And he was in the bath and Brienne joined him and she called him Kingslayer and he broke down to her saying he's not Kingslayer, his name is Jamie and whatnot. So therefore when he was plunged into water he broke. Second time was when Tyrion was accused of killing Joffrey, who was locked in prison, and Jamie helped him escape. And what did Tyrion go and do? He went on and killed Tywin Lannister, who's the head of the Lannisters, and is often described as like, well, mainly in the books, he's described as like lion-like. He's got gold hair, gold this, gold that, and everything. Obviously, Lannisters are lions. Oh, hello. You didn't see me. Try and block my machete with your hand. What a numpty. And then Cersei blamed Jamie for Tyrion killing Tywin, since he was instrumental, since he pretty much released him. She says Tywin's death is on his hands and it's his fault. So therefore, that's just the lying part of the prophecy. And then, obviously, the third part, the bit where he has to sacrifice the one thing he loves to become complete and to work, is Jaime Lannister's going to kill Cersei. And now there's another theory on this already, because... Oh, I've got my PC going off, I do apologise. Obviously, there's the whole prophecy with Cersei being killed by a little brother anyway, and everyone's assuming that the little brother is going to be Tyrion, because he's a dwarf and he's smaller. But Jaime's Cersei's little brother as well, since she was like... I'll kill you now. Since he was born after her. So there's two parts to fit into this theory. That one, Jaime's going to kill Cersei to complete himself and become Lightbringer, and also he's going to fulfill Cersei's prophecy that she saw when she saw the frog lady or the hag lady about being killed by a younger brother. So obviously two parts of the theory prophecy has come true. One, that she's going to be queen one day, but two, all her children will die, and obviously both of them have happened. All of her children have died, but she's now queen. So the third part of the prophecy is where she's going to be killed by a younger brother, and it's going to, I think it's going to be Jaime, and he's going to fulfill the role and become Lightbringer. And then obviously the whole thing about Daenerys and Jon Snow being the Prince of the Promise could be true, except rather than bringing an actual sword, what if they bring the best swordsman in the Westeros, which is Jaime Lannister? So therefore they technically are bringing Lightbringer, who has forged 3 times. Obviously he's unhappy with like how everything's going off with what Cersei's doing. He's not happy that he's killed Olenna. He's just become disillusioned, and it's what he wants. Jaime's a warrior, isn't he? He likes the thrill of battle, not or this tyranny that's going on at the minute. So obviously he's unhappy. So I do think that he's going to be like Lightbringer, and he's going to be instrumental in destroying the White Walkers. Right, yeah. So it'll be interesting to watch. I can't wait for it. Hi. Oh crap! Is there a slave dead?
You are mighty. No. I thank you.
You're welcome. Go, be free. Like, obviously, I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I know everything that's going to happen in this episode, just purely because last year there was a leaked script, and I read the script and I've been comparing it to what happens in these episodes so far, and everything that was leaked has come true. So I know how this season's going to end, and it's going to be a good season, but I don't know anything. Sorry lady, move out of my way. I want to see if I can go on my ship yet and do some exploring. I'm assuming that's my ship. Is it my ship? I think it is. I know it's a slave ship, but okay. Oh. Bonjour. Do you reckon they'll see me if I climb up here? So far so good. I want to do my rope dart if it will let me. I'll capture the ship. Adewale, what you doing? There we go, thank you. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. Oh, I just booted him into the thing. That were awesome. Let's see what weapon is. Oh, I've got a throwing knife. Oh no, that's my dart. Idiot. I've got... What did I just pick up there? Picked up something. No, I have picked up a throwing knife, haven't I? Yeah, I had a throwing knife then. Crap, where's it gone? Oh, damn it, I want my throwing knife back. I love throwing knives. Okay, so that didn't work. I've liberated the slave ship. Hey, I've liberated it. What's going on? Unless, can I go... No, I don't think I can go below deck there because... Adewale, just get that. Drop. I'm pressing drop. Seriously, what? There we go, thank you. Right, okay, so... Okay, so I don't get anything for that. So that's not even my shit. Hey, that's not where I parked my boat. Ooh, what's this? What was that? It's gone. Where'd it go? How peculiar. Come at me, bro. It's always nice when you have a friend on your side, isn't it? Oh, that was a nice little counter, that was. Oh, I've got my... Nice little counter there. Come at me, Jade. I can't see... Oh. God, that was lucky. Yes, go on, Adewale. Yes. No, I can't then. I was in the middle of killing someone. Seriously, how's that other guy? How's he not dead yet? There we go. Oh, he's a... Yeah, you weren't quick enough then, was you, eh? I do love the fight sequences in this game. They are amazing. Liberally.
You are a good man.
Je t'en prie.
Right. There we go, they're all free.
God, be praised. We can only put a stop to this by helping each other.
I've got myself a ship now.